Howdy, folks. Welcome back to another episode of R&P What's Sold. This is for the second week or thereabouts in May 2021. I've got some eBay, Amazon, and Bonanza sales, I believe. And let's get started. All right, first of all, I got a vintage Logo 7 shirt. I like picking up Logo 7, nice thick tags. This one is a child size. I'm not really a big fan of picking up child size shirts. This is a large 14-16, which is kind of like I guess somebody in junior high would wear this. San Jose Sharks Logo 7 hockey t-shirt. Sold for $21.58. It sold this one multiple times in the past and it had been returned. So let's keep fingers crossed this one doesn't come back. $21.58 out the door. All right, next up, this is a Hawaiian shirt. I have dozens of Hawaiian shirts. Royal Creations, it's kind of a shirt, very kind of a polyester, plasticky feel to it. Very thin, very light shirt, weighed about 5-6 ounces. And this one sold for $16.80 out the door. I had about $1 into this one and my giant collection of Hawaiian shirts. All right, now this is another North Face shirt, kind of long sleeves, pullover warm-up shirt. Sold for $28.84 out the door. I'm starting to sell a few of these now, which is a little odd because usually these sell, especially the long sleeves ones, sell in fall and winter. But happy to see it go. All right, anything MMA related like this next shirt, I like to pick up, especially if I get it for $1 or $2 at most. This is an MMA Elite, Mixed Martial Arts Elite, long sleeves t-shirt. Sold for $38.11, including tax and shipping. And I pick up these, like I said, for up to $2 a piece. T-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, tank tops. MMA Elite is a slightly slower selling brand, at least for me. But anything MMA related is hot, and then it sells pretty well. For me at least. All right, next up, let's skip a couple of these. Okay, this is a tank top. I sell a lot of tank tops. You see them in my previous What Sold a lot. Sold for $18.20. It was a cutoff, just a Hawaiian related tank top. Anything to do with Hawaii sells well. You know, this is Waikiki Surf Club, and nothing too much that's fancy about this. 99 cents into it, $18.20 out the door. All right, let's do some non-clothing. Actually, this is still clothing. This is for a big gym action figure from the 1970s. It's a tiny, tiny pair of shorts, basketball shorts. And when I mean tiny, I mean about 1 inch by 1.5 inches, something like that. Excuse me. So $22.24 out the door. This will sit for a while, but anything to do with big gym does pretty well, especially if you can get it for cheap. It was the Mattel's 1970s action figure line. Look it up if you don't know much about it. It's a fun line to pick up. I pick it up whenever I can. All right, let's see if I can do some non-clothing, which is going to be tough this week because I did 90% clothing. Okay, this is still clothing. Actually, this is just a regular Patagonia shirt, Capilene, slim, nothing fancy at all. Went for $38.59. You've seen these in my videos before. Patagonia sells, bottom line. And even if it has other logos on it, this one didn't. Very plain shirt though, $38.59 out the door. Okay, tank tops, I usually won't highlight tank tops unless there's something fancy about it. Like the last one was Hawaiian themed. This one is Marvel Punisher themed. Punisher seems to do relatively well. The character, the comic book character. This one sold for $56.35. Went overseas, so a lot of that was shipping. And nothing fancy about the shirt, to be honest. Nothing. It's not that big, an extra large, but that someone looking overseas for a Punisher tank top. I've sold multiple of Punisher t-shirts and tank tops. I'm not sure why. To be honest, I don't even know if there's I know there's a TV show on Netflix, but I think that's older. So sell them if you can get them for cheap. All right, next up, this is a not quite vintage WWE SmackDown shirt. It has a few characters on there. The Undertaker, Rey Mysterio, and Trent Beretta. It is a long sleeve shirt, t-shirt. I get $28.60 out the door. I had about $1 into this. I believe I got this at the Goodwill about a year to 18 months ago. All right, more action figure clothing. This is a really bad picture, but I sell these types of things kind of not all the time, but quite frequently. $26.62 out the door. I had pennies into this. It's a twill tweed jacket. It's Ken, as of Ken and Barbie. So it has the tag in there. So this type of stuff sells. It will sit for a while though, so I would not spend more than 50 cents a dollar on this. Anything more than that, unless you're okay with waiting forever for something that costs more, I just wouldn't do that. Anything 50 cents is my max for this type of stuff, but $26.62 out the door, I'm happy with that. I'm starting to sell a little bit more plush. This is an Aristocrats plush cat, Marie, I believe, and it was new, I believe, also a Disney store, so nothing fancy. It was $38.31 out the door. I had 99 cents in this. This was a thrift store find. I found about 8 or 9 of these different characters, and this one sat for a while. I'm saying 6 to 9 months, I'm guessing, on this one, but happy with that one. $1 into $38.31. Okay, let's skip a few of these, and all right. This is another one that I've seen in a lot of other videos. People talk a lot about different types of materials to sell as well. This is the first time I've sold anything that's flame retardant or flame resistant. It was a long sleeve shirt, a Wrangler, nothing fancy, kind of it's full sleeves, Wrangler FR, flame resistant long sleeve shirt, sold for $38.98. I had $4.99 into this, I believe, and I bought this about 2 months ago, I think. And so that's medium, so it's not the best size, but flame retardant stuff, I'm starting to pick it up. Anything that's kind of out of the ordinary, because if this shirt, just looking at it, wasn't flame retardant, I don't think it would have sold. It looks very regular. Wrangler is okay for some vintage stuff, but not for something like this unless there's something out of the ordinary about it. All right, just a couple more and then we'll wrap this up. No Fear is a brand I like to sell if I can. I don't think this was vintage though, but a lot of stuff I do sell from No Fear is from the 90s. This is just a No Fear tank top, Los Angeles Baywatch theme on the front there. It's a little lifeguard theme on the front. $32.61 out the door. Like I said, I'm selling a lot of tank tops. The weather's getting warmer, people want to wear tank tops. So pick them up if you can get them for cheap. I had about $1 in this, $1 to $32.61. And last on my list here, I'm going to try and keep this video short, $33.07 for this Strip Club Gentleman. It's a football, actually. It's kind of like a Nerf style football. It's a promotional thing. It has the Deja Vu stamped on the front of it, pink little football. I don't even know. I got this. No, actually, I do know where I got this from. I got a stack of T-shirts related to this brand a long time ago. Lots of, maybe like 40 shirts, and this came with it. I got like a frisbee, a football, some pens, and a bunch of T-shirts and tank tops. So this football sat for a while, but $33.07 had less than $1 into this, and if you would divide up the lot there. So $33.07. Sometimes I label this as swag, but anything to do with businesses, restaurants, bars, clubs, anything like that, especially if they're not around anymore, does well. It may sit for a while though, because this is a very particular item, as you can tell. Anyways, that was it for today. Just some items, just a selection of items. I tried to rush through it there because I know I had a lot of clothing in there, so not always the most interesting, but what sells is what sells. So if you do like these types of videos, please check out my previous What Sold videos. Also, myself and Leroy Blood of Blood, Sweat, and Sell do a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday Just List show. So we alternate between our channels. So check that out if you can. And please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. But until the next one, thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.